Hello everybody. It was announced recently that the panel game Just a Minute on Radio 4 is going to be chaired in future by Sue Perkins. Nicholas Parsons, the long-term host since the programme started in 1967, died recently, and Sue's been appointed to take his place. As you will no doubt know, it's a quiz game in which the panellists have to talk for a minute without hesitation, repetition or deviation, and if they do any of those things, the other panellists interrupt. It struck me as being something that is not a good idea in ordinary life. None of us really have the kind of fluency that enables us always to talk without hesitation, deviation or repetition. And sometimes when we're listening to somebody who seems to be hesitant or moves off the topic or is repetitive, we are tempted to interrupt them because we're losing interest. Or perhaps even less helpful than interrupting is simply to stop listening, but without letting on that you've stopped, because we are bored with what they're saying. I think that the ability really to listen to people, even if their manner of speaking is not particularly conducive to easy listening, is really, really important. And one of the things that struck me about that programme as I thought about it is that the panellists really do have to listen. If they're going to spot repetitiveness, for example, they are really going to have to listen to what has been said, because they're not allowed to repeat a word, not just a phrase. A single word can't be repeated, and so they really have to concentrate to know when it's permissible to interrupt. And it struck me that this must be difficult, because they know that if they do interrupt, and if the interruption was correct, they've got to then take over the subject. So as well as listening for the things that they can interrupt about, they also need to be perhaps thinking about what they're going to say if they get the topic. And I think this is one reason why a lot of us are not such good listeners as we might be, is that we're working out what we're going to say next, rather than listening to what the person who's speaking to us is actually saying. But I thought today it was just worth recalling the need to be good listeners. It's a way of taking each other seriously, and it's a way of learning, of expanding our experience. It's a way of becoming richer human beings if we really listen to the people around us, even if occasionally they do seem to repeat, hesitate or deviate.